since Sony launched their award-winning Sony A7SIII Mark II. This was their camera that totally dominated the mirrorless segment, and they were considered widely popular up until now. And in fact, these are cameras that are still being used very actively in a lot of industries for both professional and personal and independent filmmakers are using it as well. So the bottom line now is that a lot of people have been asking for Sony to come up with a better iteration, because we have cameras like Panasonic coming up with their 6A, we have a 6K camera, Blackmagic has a 12K camera, but Sony have also now, interestingly enough, 5 years later, have come up with the much asked for A7S Mark III. Sony have decided to go with what they know best. The A7S Mark III may not have 6 or 8K, but what it can do is what Sony is traditionally known for making their cameras excel at. That's shooting at low light and shooting at 4K 60p full frame with no crop. Unlike Canon, you can record internally in 10-bit 4:2:2 with virtually little hurdle to do so. The 12.1 megapixel full frame BSI CMOS full frame sensor processor pushes that further up to native speeds up to 120p in 4K. And you can go up to 240 FPS in HD, still in 10-bit, all while retaining the use of their advanced autofocus, something that a lot of Sony A7S Mark II users wanted. In addition, Sony have also fixed some of its in-camera audio concerns by putting 4 channels in linear PCM, ideal for Sony's XLR adapter, which makes the inbuilt camera audio much more better. The ISO ranges from 80 to 100 to 2400, as further expandable to 40 to 409,600. So this technically means you can record something in a dark room. It's also worth noting that there is a 1.1x crop when shooting 4K 120p, and if you use the most advanced in-body image stabilization system, every setting gets a 1.1x crop. If you demand the ultimate best quality, the camera will output 16-bit RAW over HDMI, which, by the way, that's a full HDMI port right there. However, all the superb recording does come at a price. To output this high, you're going to need a superior memory card that's capable of handling that data. Sony supports twin CF Express Type A or SD, SDHC, SDXC card slots. I didn't have a strong enough card to record in 4K 60 or 120, so we had to settle for 4K 30, which is downsampled in this footage that was shot on the Sony A7S Mark II. Keep in mind, while Sony's SD cards are already available, they will cost a pretty penny. I haven't had time with the A7S Mark III, as this is just a hands-on preview. However, what I can say for sure is that this camera is best suited for users who work a lot with 4K and superior full HD content. It's ideal for filmmakers and content creators. I will definitely consider getting one when I have the budget and the means to do so, as it currently costs 14,999 dirhams. But if your work is predominantly video in 4K or full HD content and you want to take pictures to put online or take decent medium-sized prints, this camera will definitely suit your needs. And that's what the vast majority of filmmakers want from their camera right now. So we're back here again, and you're looking at what is possibly, well, not possibly, but it is the world's smallest and lightest full-frame camera. This is the Sony A7SIII. It is a 24.2 megapixel shooter, and this is the camera if you are on a tight budget but you want a great camera. This is the camera to have. It has up to 693 phase detection autofocus points, and it has real eye autofocus as well. But one of the key things is that this also takes a lot of design cues from Sony's newer cameras, mainly the LCD, which is fully articulated, as you can see, and it's great for like professional filmmaking as well. If you want to check out the camera, the Sony A7SIII camera is available for viewing at the Sony store in Mall of the Emirates in Dubai. And if you're interested to get one of these, they have a pre-order offer opening till the end of the month. You can get the body only for 7,399 dirhams, or you can get a kit lens along with it, which is the 28x60mm f4 lens, which is for 8,699. And if you pre-order, you will get a shooting grip and a microphone, which is pretty much great if you're an aspiring vlogger who wants to go into high-end production. Now, this is a great alternative to the Sony ZV-1, because the ZV-1, while it's an excellent 4K camera, the A7SIII does have the advantage of being one of the lightest full-frame cameras around. So it's definitely worth your consideration.